Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you our next leader who's here to simplify the algo trading for Indian financial markets. Let's give it up for Mr. Devesh NEGANDHI, Managing Director of Spider Software Private Limited. Mr. Devesh is a fintech pioneer. He's founded India's first internet-based trading software. A big round of applause for that. He's innovating trading apps power giants like ICICI Securities and NSE. With 30 plus years of experience, he continues to be a trailblazer in the industry. My God, this is amazing. He's an avid adventurer and he's conquered 20 plus high altitude treks, reflecting his relentless spirit. Super, sir. Mr. Devesh, what a bio. My God, Mr. Devesh, thank you so much for your presence. Stage is all yours. Thank you.
So, today I'll be covering this topic that's simplifying algos for the Indian financial markets. Basically, of course, we can take up the trekking sessions later on the stall, because whoever is interested, I can get you that also. But when I talk of algos, I mean, what is the most important thing in an algo is, like, say, there's a lot of cloud, lot of what do you say, user like participation. People want to know about algos, people want to get into algos, but there is no smooth sail out. I mean, if I look at defining an algo, I would say, like, say, if I want to just define an algo, what is an algo as per whatever, I mean, whatever world definitions are. Finally, you want to build a system which can beat humans. I mean, when I beat execution of trades, I want to be the best, I want to be the fastest, I want to follow my discipline, I want to follow my instincts of trade. I don't want my, what do you say, the emotions to come in play during the trade. So what is more important is I want to capture all the flaws which are there in humans, and I want to let the system handle my trades. If I am happy with my strategy, if I am confined to whatever black box I have defined, I want to just go through that. So basically, that is what I would say the purpose of an algo is. There are various types of algos which are there in the market. I mean, to classify broadly, there will be execution algos, there will be strategy based algos, and there will be option strategy. Of course, options has a lot of traction, a lot of people want to experiment with algos, they want to play out with like, say, the options market, they want to do straddle, strangle, and it's a very risky market also. When I talk of the execution algos, basically execution algos is nothing but algos which are broadly used by the institutional players, the ones who have kept huge infrastructure at the co-location, or who want their orders to go first. I mean, that is the race. It's a race which everyone wants to be the first one. So that is execution algos. I would say this is strictly not meant for the retail market. When you as a retail trader want to participate in the algo, don't bet on your order going first. I mean, anybody and everyone will promise you that I have the fastest system and this will go the first. It is impossible, because there are institutions, there are broking houses who have invested crores of rupees, who have their infrastructure at the co-location, and they want to do the same thing which you are trying to do. The second set of algos is the strategy based algos. Now, strategy based algos is where the entire retail market should participate, is what I feel, because every person's entry and exit will be different. They don't depend on the power of execution or the speed of execution. For them, what is more important is, of course, the performance of the algo. So you backtest your strategies, you do the best, build your best strategies, do a curve fitting, do analysis, and come to a strategy. you make sure that you are disciplined enough to exit at stop losses and enter at your what do you say, when there is opportunity to take profit, just take profit and close the deal. That is what is important for a trader. So strategy based algos is something, of course this is also used by hedge funds, by the mutual fund houses. They have their strategies, and based on that strategy only the orders will go through. It will not depend on the first order execution. Then there are of course the flavor of the market as the option strategies, like option strategy algos. Now this segment is also like a lot of people want to do strangle, straddle, they want to do expiry day trades, they want to do Jodi Bow, net premium, delta. All these words are very good. They make profits. Of course, people earn a lot in options, but at the same time there is a lot of risk involved in this. So the algo should help you minimize your risk over and above your hedges, all your strategy that you defined. Over and above that, the algo should be able to cut off your positions or square off your positions when you are exceeding some loss, some amount of loss, and at the same time you should be able to book or take profit at some level. So these disciplinary factors is what will define your algo. So broadly these three type of algo categories are there. Now just a fun fact, I mean in India there are close to 40 to 45% of the volume is due to algos. So that is the size of the algo trading market, but at the same time the retail participation is very less. I mean only 9% of the retail trades are through algos. And if I look at the other fact which is astonishing, like say 78 lakh F&O traders have lost close to 52,000 crores worth of their capital. So it's that risky, it's that like say that many people have lost money. Now the reasons is, I would say, the low participation of the retail users, because they believe that okay, this is there, I get an opportunity, I'll get into it, I'll exit out of the trade and I'll be the super fast human, which is not possible. I would say follow a discipline, follow a strategy and follow it to the core with your stop losses, with your this thing. Nothing in algo can like say there will be many third party players, small time developers, or there will be algo players who will come in and say that okay, this is the best thing to do and this is the profit percentage, this is the back tested report and all that, and the moment you get into the trade you will start losing money. So I would say educate yourself, make a strategy, get into it. Once you are sure of it, get into it. Problems with algo trading in India, I'm only focusing on the retail ones now. So for the retail ones, if I want to do an algo, execution algo, I don't know where to start from, how to apply for an algo like a colo server, or how to get into that system, which broker to connect with. I don't know all that. I mean for a layman it's very difficult to get into all that. There's infrastructure issues, like say there are companies who have invested crores of rupees and gotten like coolant based systems. You will not be able to beat those systems, right? And the third one is the awareness. The right awareness of algo is missing. Everyone wants to just capture on the algo word, nothing else. I mean they want to just take the cream out of it without bothering about whether the people are making money or not. Now when I look at my background, we are from Spider Software last 25 years. This is the 25th year, silver jubilee year for us, and we have been like in this market for so many years. We've seen all the cycles, and the reason why we are still there, still strong, is because we believe in educating the investor, not just creaming out the money out of their pockets. So educate yourself is the main thing. Now I have basically whatever problems that we faced in as an algo trader. So there's one solution, one solution to all these problems. I mean not say that your efforts will not play, but I'll just give you a different flavor of what algos can do. So that is the goal. Goal is nothing but algo goal. It's like what I'm doing is we've built a app which is an algo trading app which can connect on multiple brokers. So 25 to 30 brokers it can connect on, and you can build your own strategies, you can backtest them, you can, and not just the standard algo strategies. I would say the standard ones will have the standard results. You have to think differently. You have to have your own parameters, your own way of working. So all that and much more. Algo, the major problem is your systems are running somewhere. You don't have, the reason you get into algos is you don't have time to sit in front of the PC. And here what I'm doing is, like, you have it on your handheld device. I mean, you have it on your mobile. Wherever you are roaming around, you just check your positions, what is happening to the algo. If there's some algo which is going errant, you just stop it, pause it. If the market is suddenly, there's some news and there's a fall in the market, just pause the algo. So all these things, of course, lightning fast, because the execution does not happen through your mobile, it happens on the cloud servers. So nothing is on your mobile, you're just looking at the reports and executing it. That's it. Everything else is on the servers. And it is platform agnostic. So you can run it through a web browser, you can run it through an app or iOS, Android, every device, right? List of algos, we broadly covered all the algos which a person would require, which is like the execution algos, like the TWAP, VWAP, iceberg, averaging, scalping. So I don't have too much of time, otherwise I would have explained you all these algos, but then all these algos are covered. Apart from these, there are strategy based algos where, say, like if I want to run an algo on a golden crossover, or if I want to run a algo on say like a rainbow this thing, or a super trend based algo, a moving average based algo, everything and anything and everything you can operate through your mobile device. So basically this is one glimpse of one this thing, quick trade. Now quick trade is for the momentum traders. Wherever there's an action in the market, sudden rise, sudden fall, just take care of that action, enter when the trend is rising. The exits are predefined. So you can define that my trade should get exited after 10 minutes, or if I say that, okay, when there's a stop loss or a take profit, my trade should get exited. So all these you define and you just get into the markets. Then there's easy options for the option traders, where the system will tell you what all opportunities are available at what levels, and whether you can do a iron condor or a butterfly or a straddle or a strangle. You just say that, okay, this is the strike price which I am looking at, and rest of it, and your view of the market, rest of it will be automated. Basket orders. Now the major problem with option traders is, like, they get into a position, a setup, but then while exiting they have to go to the net position and search for the position, search for the quantities and exit manually. This is taken care of by this particular algo. You get into the system, exit all on its own. There's rapid fire, where the system, the app itself will tell you where the opportunities are, where the action is. So you don't have to keep watching at 50, 100 stocks, just it will keep showing you where the opportunity is based on various events, market events which it is tracking, and it will show you. You just get into the trades. Option pairs. Now there are many people who would do net premium based algo or a delta neutral algo. So this, the system does it on its own. Say, like, if I say I have a 2-leg strategy, my net premium is 100 rupees, I will enter, and when it reaches 200, I want to exit and book profit. If it reaches 80, I want to book profit and take loss. So I want to hit the stop loss. So all that, it will keep checking for that condition. Whenever that condition is there, it will enter on its own, it will exit on its own. At the same time, delta neutral, whenever there is a delta neutral in, say, Bank Nifty in any of the pairs, I will enter, and I will exit when the delta is 25 or 30 or whatever. So these are option pair strategies. Okay. Now the study algos, like I said, the rainbow, the moving averages, the golden crossover, Bollinger Band, or stochastics, RSI, all these, most of the like indicators are all there. You just build the indicator, you select your study, you select your parameters which are different from every person. Every person can have a different parameter. Somebody may say that okay, RSI 5E3 is the good this thing, someone would say 14E9 is the best one. So depending on your parameter, depending on your time period, the algo will get executed depending on how your cycles are. Along with this, you want to like say add up few more things like the market should be bullish today, or price action based things, it should be above previous day's high. All these conditions you can add and build an algo and run it. So everything through the mobile. So that is ease of use, simplicity and accuracy, because algo is running on the cloud, it is not running on your device. So you define your parameters and do this. Another product which is the spider products, people who are deeply into research, who want to get into building their own complex strategies of say 50, 80 parameters, and they want to backtest it, check the results, tune it, optimize it and run the algo. For them this one is there. So where you create your strategy, do a backtesting, and strategy can be any level of complexity it can have. So just build a strategy and run it, and you can choose your broker, whoever is your broker. If it's not a part of our 25, 28 brokers, then we'll add it up. So this is basically, these are the two products which are on display. But mainly I would say getting into an algo is this big money in this market, big opportunity waiting for the retail investors to get in. Because otherwise, if you are not disciplined, if you don't have that alignment to the market forces, you will of course only on your judgment, if you are taking a trade, you might lose out big, and you will also be a part of those 52,000 crores which are lost. Be safe and be a safe trader, be a knowledgeable trader, a disciplined trader is what I would say. Backtest your strategies, run it 100 times. There is no single strategy which can give money to every person, otherwise then everyone would have just used that. The person who was selling it would not have sold it, he would have just used it for himself. So that's what I would like to say.
So very important questions.
Yeah.
What will be the cost and how you want to go hand-holding facility?
Yeah. So cost wise, one is if you're looking at the advanced version, yeah. So there it's around 2 lakh rupees, and there's a handholding. We have a bank of strategies. You can do your back testing. You have your own strategies. We create this thing. We have a team of around 150 people across India. We have 22 branches. So handholding is there. In fact, our staff is the ex staff would all be working at the strategy desk of all these brokers. So they are all known, knowledgeable people, because knowledge is the primary thing for us. I mean, that is the most important concern for us. Yeah.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, can you have a big round of applause for Mr. Devesh? Mr. Devesh, thank you for your time and sharing your experience with us. One question that is mandatory: how is it that you mention 20 plus high altitude treks and we don't ask you a question on that? That is impossible. Okay. So what would you say? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Devesh is an avid adventurer. He's conquered 20 plus high altitude treks. What would you say is the beginner starter kit trek for somebody like me?
Of course, there are many Himalayan treks which are
Himalayan straight.
Yeah,
I was
all
thinking
Himalayan
some hill in Belapur or Lonavala.
No. Yeah, that is just a day treks. But then I would say trekking is.
Sir, you've overestimated me. Something very
simple.
very basic. Starters. So starting with Himalayas.
Yeah, you start with Himalayas.
What?
7-8 days treks is very good. There are many treks.
Okay.
Valley of Flowers is there. Lakes of Kashmir is there. Beautiful treks.
Clearly, we.
Huh? Sorry? Huh.
Mr. Devesh, clearly I am not in your target audience. Okay. For somebody who is, what would you say highest altitude would be? Your number one recommendation?
I am doing the world's highest highest trekkable peak in October. 7th October. I am going for a
God.
trek. So that's Mera Peak in Nepal. That's 21,750 feet.
Okay, yes. I can't grasp that number. How high would that be?
It's almost 80% of Everest.
Something with you and Everest and Himalayas. I've understood, Mr. Devesh. Like I repeat, no, I am definitely not in your target audience, but I'm sure a lot of you are. Thank
Definitely,
you.
I mean, everyone should do it.
Absolutely.
It's a good mental peace. I mean,
I will stick with Lonavala. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Devesh. What a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much again. We meet again, by the way. Of course, I remember in our last edition, Mr. Devesh was, enamoring us as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you.